Hi, in this module we're looking at the self-audit. So the self-audit is helping you to see where you are right at this particular moment in time. So this is why it's really worth doing right at the beginning of this Ignite Your Running program, so that you can really benchmark yourself and see how you're stacking up at the moment before you really start the program in terms of your fitness for running, your general fitness, your flexibility, strength, body confidence, mood, etc. And you can rank yourself 1 to 10, with 1 being really, really bad and 10 being you're really, really pleased it couldn't be any better. Then using the workbook for doing that ranking, you can then, there are lots of different columns so that you can go through over time and add in new reviews of how you're feeling about all of those things. So what I would suggest you do is fill that in today and then keep that as a master copy, and then in 6 weeks time do it again, but use a different copy so you can't see what you wrote last time, because that can always cloud your judgment. So do it completely fresh without looking at any of the numbers from last time. Once you've written those numbers down and committed to being happy with those numbers, go and fill those in on your master sheet, and then you can compare them. All right. Just like when people weigh themselves, I wouldn't get overly frequent in how often you do this. So that's why I suggested 6 weeks. Okay, if you're doing it every day, you're going to see massive fluctuations from day to day, depending on various factors in your life. But if you take it on a kind of a 6 week duration, I think you're probably that's probably going to be pretty good in terms of seeing any kind of improvements or declines. But also it won't be a knee-jerk reaction. You'll be able to see gradually what you need to build on, what you need to work on, and what's going really well. So that's why we say 6 weeks, so you've got plenty of time to then identify any issues and work on them before you then review yourself again. Okay. Now, the reason for having the master copy that you can go back to and look through is because you can then start to see if there are any patterns over time or in particular seasons, and we'll talk about that again in future modules. But it also helps you to identify any areas of development. So if you see that your mood is always really low, then obviously that's something that you can pick up and really focus on and try and work on so that it becomes better. And it could be that exercise is part of that and makes a big impact on that, for example. And that's the kind of thing that we're looking for. So please don't skip this just because you might have done it already on a previous challenge, or you might have done it a few weeks ago. Do it again now at the start of the program as you're about to go through the program, and then every 6 weeks after that. Okay. Have a go at that, and we'll see you on the next module.